How to reduce an image using GIMP. You need to reduce your images for use on a web page, and here's why. 1. Screen width limitations, and 2. Large files take a long time to download. Screen size. You have to consider that many users have a display setting of only 1024 by 768 pixels, width times height. Some screen displays are only 800 by 600 pixels. Thus, many web designers commonly restrict their page width to 800 pixels. With this in mind, you want images to have widths under about 750 pixels. Let's look at this sample image called island.jpg. It has dimensions of 3648 for the width and 2736 for the height. Its storage size is 1.27 megabytes, much too large for a web page. One of the tools that we can use to reduce an image is one called GIMP, which stands for GNU Image Manipulation Program. This is a freely downloadable program that you can use, and we're going to describe how to use it here in this video. Or you can use other programs like Paint, which aren't quite as effective but still will do the job. So you can download GIMP at this website. Follow the instructions. It's fairly simple. Just takes a few minutes to do that. Once you have the file loaded, downloaded, and installed, you will have a couple of windows that you can start to use to change your image sizes. So let's drag this sample image, island.jpg, into the work area. And let's begin to reduce the size of this image. We're going to go to the Image, Scale Image, and let's select a width of 640. And then we want to select a height that is proportional. In other words, we want to keep the same ratio or the same proportion of height and width as the original image, or we're going to get some distortions. Now, one of the tools that we have here in GIMP is that we can enter the width, and then as long as this chain icon is in place, as it is now, all we have to do is tab, and there's an automatic calculation for the proportional height. So we have 640 by 480, which is in the same proportion as the original values. So let's go ahead and scale that. And let's do a file save as. And we want to save this image to a different file. We can call it GIMP Island. Now when we do that, we're going to get one more dialog box. Let's go ahead and turn on the Show Preview in the image window. And that's going to give us an indicator of how quality compares to file size. So here we have a quality index of 85 and a file size of 80 kilobytes. This is under the 100 that we were recommending. And we can also even reduce this index even further, and we can see how that changes the file size. So for example, here's a quality index of 65, gets us down to even under 50 kilobytes. Let's see how that looks. So let's save, and then let's return to our images. So here we have the image we just saved. 640 by 480 are the dimensions, width times the height, and the size is less than 50 kilobytes. That should download very quickly. That's perfect. So we've used GIMP to reduce our web image.